Yep. And I'm ready. Here we go. I've got a song, ain't got no melody. I'm gonna sing it to my friends. Yeah. I've got a song, ain't got no melody. I'm gonna sing it to my friends. Will it go round in circles? Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Will it go round in circles? Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Yeah. Hey, I'm Jay Skinner, and this is the pre-show. I'm so glad you're here. This is the Buyers and Sellers Show. Take a few minutes here. We start at 10:35 every Friday morning, Eastern Time. And today, well, we're going to talk about what? More new business, really? Well, hey, that's great. If you're ready, are you handling what you already got? We're going to talk about some of those issues and some of those things and some of the remedies to those problems. Another thing is we're going to try something new here. And of course, you see on the bottom scrolling, if you would like to be on the show and comment live, absolutely live beside me like a guest, then send me your name, your title, your business location by text. I'll text a link back to you. And if you're working on your computer, then just give me your email address too, and I'll send you the link via email. And then you can click in. You'll come into the green room, and then I'll introduce you, and you get to come in and join me as part of the show. How cool is that? I've got a song, ain't got no melody. I'm gonna sing it to my friends. Wow, will it go round in circles? Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Will it go round in circles? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Yeah. And we're live. I'm Jay Skinner, and you have just joined the Buyers and Sellers Show. I want to thank you so much for coming. We've got a great show today with some very interesting stuff. Of course, that's why you're here. You know about that. And we're doing something new. If you would like to go live with me today, then text me at that number, 317 US number, so you can do it from anywhere in the world. If you're live today, this is October 15th, and you're watching me between 10:35 a.m. and 11:05 a.m. Eastern Time, then text me at this number, 317-922-7526, with your name, title, business, where you're located, and then I'll text back a link for you to join me. And we'll do this all live, so everybody will see me doing it. And if you're working on your computer and you've got a camera and you're set up nice, then I'll email you a link, and that'll come from wjayskinner@aol.com. And then you'll have the opportunity to click that link. It won't be hard. You come right into what we call the green room. And when you're in the green room, we'll take a minute just to kind of just make sure who's in there, and then bring you on for a few minutes, and we'll talk about whatever this topic is. So feel free to do this. This is something new, and I'm going to turn this off and move on. So write that number down if this is something you think you might want to do, and do it sooner than later. Because when we get down towards the end of the broadcast, um, it will, we won't have as much time. So again, the title today is about more new business. It seems like everybody wants to have more new business. And the thing is that it seems like at times that sometimes people just aren't really ready for that. And um, we get into it, and if you say, well, we can put together a whole plan to just blow this thing up, then all of a sudden the brakes come on. And so we want to take a look at that. And, are you in a position where you want to, we'll say, nurture and grow your existing customers versus continue to prospect, present, and close in a new, close in on new potential customers at the risk of losing old ones due to inadequate PC? Now, I don't mean politically correct either. This kind of PC is called production capabilities, and in this case is like what I've run into a lot in my life, dealing with different businesses. And if you happen to be in that situation, it's like, sounds like a great idea, and you're always pushing for, I need more business, more business, more business. But when we take a good look at it, maybe you're maxed out. And, it becomes the question of, well, what's the best thing to do here? You just keep bringing people in, or because you're maxed out, and just keep going, keep going, keep going. We're going to look at that here in a minute. What I want to do is I want to share a fairy tale with you, and Aesop's fable. Before I do, it's like, oh, got somebody here. Hello, Kevin Fitzgerald. Good morning. Thanks for coming. Good to see you here. And by the way, I'm going to type into the comments here. If you're watching, let's see, I'm going to just type in my the J Skinner.com link and hit it, and it'll post up in the different platforms that we're on simultaneously: Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. And then hopefully you'll spot those. I see it's coming up on the Facebook PDT Associates link. I don't see the others, but hey, if you see chat down there, please chat to me, and hopefully it'll come through here. Oh, there we go. Hey, Renee, thank you. And did I say your name right? Is it Renee? If it's not right, get back to me and show me the phonetics, how to be the best to say it right. But thank you for coming. Good morning. So let's just take a look here. Oh, there's some more. There we go. We're shouting out to each other. Ron Goodwin, thanks for coming. Good morning. There we go. I'm going to hit over here. This will be kind of interesting to you. Say, what's this about? And what I'm doing is I'm picking up this book right here. This is there we go. Great. And Renee says, I said his name right. Perfect. Glad I did that. Thank you, sir. Here's a picture. And I'll go over here like this, and we'll read it right here. Now, the reason I'm reading this is because so many times, you'll reference something. Oh, everybody knows about the tale of the goose that laid golden eggs. But do you really? I mean, it's like, it's really possible. There's some people never heard it. So we're going to read it here real quick. Good morning. I got something right here. Um, wonderful, wonderful, Barry. I like it. Okay, good. So here we go. Um, it says this fable is a story of a poor farmer who one day discovers in the nest of his pet goose a glittering golden egg. At first, he thinks it must be some kind of a trick, but he starts to throw the egg aside. He has second thoughts and takes it in to be appraised instead. And the egg is pure gold. The farmer can't believe his good fortune. He becomes even more incredulous the following day when the experience is repeated. Day after day, he awakens to rush to the nest and find another golden egg. He becomes fabulously wealthy. It all seems too good to be true, but with his increasing wealth comes greed and impatience. Unable to wait day after day for the golden eggs, the farmer decides he will kill the goose and get them all at once. But when he opens the goose, he finds it empty. There are no golden eggs. And now there's no way to get any more. The farmer has destroyed the goose that produced them. So what we're talking about is that this fable is kind of a natural law, and the principle being a basic definition of effectiveness. And in the case of what I'm looking at here, and I'm going to take that picture down now, we're talking about P and PC, production capability and production, and where we really stand in those areas. So, okay, and let's click in. Hey, there we go. Shouting out to one another. That's great. Charles, good morning. Good to see you. Scott Ricard, good. Thank you very much for coming. Got a good crowd here. So, so now we're moving on to this maintain the P and PC balance and the balance between the golden egg production and the health and welfare of the goose production capability. It is often a difficult judgment call. And that's what I want to share with you. And I see right here, Barry Litwack is on watching me from LinkedIn, it looks like. And you can see me. He says that I can see you on my phone live, yet your face is frozen. Hate to say this other than seeing your office. You look like you've aged by 25 years. Oh, gosh. Well, good. I hope my face has come back to life and I'm not still frozen on LinkedIn, but away we go. There we go. What I want to know is when you're trying to evaluate your situation with your business and whether or not you should be working on growing and getting more customers in or not, many times it's just that difference between production and production capability. And, I've seen some guys just they're living for getting in there and doing the production and doing the sales just to the best of their ability. And sometimes it's not always that wonderful. And I guess one of the questions is do you see people going out in and out of kind of a revolving door? Take a look at this. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is going so fast. It's like terrible. But the bottom line is that in some companies, people don't even realize it, but they have a revolving door thing going, and uh, that just can't keep going. Everybody's saying hi to everybody else. This is great. Good, 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 excellent. Glad you all are here. And this takes having a real honest look at your own situation. Have you accidentally, and I'll say kindly, have you built and kept a well-oiled revolving door of your own that's like almost proud with all your activity and what you're doing, not recognizing or admitting that it's probably not good for your business and what you're doing? We need customer loyalty. We certainly don't want to watch our old customers going out the door while we're bringing new customers in. And in some cases, and I've been in companies where as I was looking at their sales and helping them, working with them, it's like, wait, whatever happened to these guys? Whatever happened to this other company? What happened to this one over here? And before you know it, um, you literally have gotten, um, you're just replacing old customers. And it's like, how in the world did that happen? So we kind of have to think about this. There we go. Ron just mentioned Jim Rohn has a nice talk about the golden goose. Oh, everybody should look it up. Google it. That'd be great. Thank you. He says, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Aha. Very nice. Thank you, Ron. So as we're thinking about this, what I suggest is that you avoid, and the word for this in business is called churn. And what I'm suggesting here is that you take a look at your old customers and consider checking up on them. See how whatever it is you did for them, in the past is working. Some people simply don't want to do that, or they know they did a poor job and they don't want to hear about it. It's like, if you're one of those, it's like, well, you're going to be chasing customers and new customers through that revolving door until everybody at the trade show gets the word, and then the revolving door won't even be spinning. Old, good, loyal customers that keep coming back and that appreciate you are the best ever. And if you're not able to take care of them, then bringing new ones in is going to give you even more trouble and frustration in every department. I mean, the sales guys are going to be, what in the world? What is going on? It's like, I'm over here. You want more customers, more customers, more customers. And I'm bringing those in, but my old customers are going out the back door. It's like, that's not exactly fun. Here's some comments. Kevin Fitzgerald says, years ago, I had an awareness moment that I had to be sensitive to the demands on the time of my customers. Not every waking minute is spent on commercial real estate, which what he does. Once I had this awareness, my business changed in a positive manner. Be of service to your customers outside your world of expertise. Exactly. Kevin, that is very important. And that's a good way to take care of your customers, is by being of service to them. And when the phone rings and you say, hey, it's Kevin, it's like, if the next words out of their mouth is, I don't want to buy any real estate right now, then they don't even know you. Or if that's what you always do, then they know something. They do know you. Well, in your case, they know you, that if you call, it's not always about, you want to buy a building. Do you want to buy this or that? Or do you want to sell this or that? It's going to be about something that you think might be of value to them. And you're talking about your old customers. Now, you can bring in new customers. And if you're in manufacturing, measuring your production capability and your production is pretty easy. You know if you're behind or not. And if you're having trouble and your lead time ought to be 3 weeks, and that's pretty much normal and natural and a fair one on whatever you're manufacturing. And now all of a sudden it's double that and you're at 6 or more, and you're crying about, suppliers and COVID and all this other crazy stuff. I would be calling my existing customers, make sure they understand what you're doing to try to change the situation. And then when new customers come in, don't tell them it's 3 weeks like it's on your literature or on your website. Tell them the truth. Here's where we are. Here's what we're doing. And here's how we're trying to make it better. And then go to work at trying to get around that obstacle. And one of these days, I may read the Little Engine book. That could be fun. And here's somebody, Cynthia Mannion. Good morning. Listen first, help first, the rest will come. Thank you very much. That's a great line, Cynthia. Thank you very much. I like that. What I got to encourage you to do as a business owner is to be very transparent with your customers. And if you identify that you have churn, that you have that revolving door going on, stop it. Now, here's some things that happen sometimes too, and this would be like symptomatic of a problem. Do you blame your customers or ignore them when they complain? Um, I'll give you another one. Are you mad at the salesman that walks into the customer and says, "Well, how's everything going?" And it's like they say, "Oh, great, like this, like that, everything's fine." And then his next line says, "Wonderful, I'm so glad you're happy, but if there was anything we could do better, just what could it be?" And he literally is trying to draw out a complaint or something that's less than satisfying to him. Well, that's not bad. That's okay. The customer didn't mention it because it was not that big of a deal, but by you showing interest to really want to know deep down what's going on, then what you're going to do is you're going to build a loyal customer. Satisfied customer sounds like a great idea, and I think wonderful. I want my customers satisfied, but way more important is a loyal customer, and I've got to give credit to that to Jeffrey Gitomer. He's got a whole book about it, about having customer satisfaction is not near as good as customer loyalty. And over the years and many years of sales and working together and having customers all over the world, I all my customers weren't satisfied about every single thing, not happy. They probably would like me to like park on their doorstep and be there every minute. They certainly weren't satisfied about one thing or another. It's hard to be satisfied about everything, but nothing's causing them any problem outside of, that would make them not want to come back. And I'd far rather have a customer that's loyal than satisfied in every single way. I mean, satisfied in every single way is like almost impossible. But if I can draw some complaints out, then then I can surprise them with some solutions, or at least say, "Wow, that's interesting." And it's like, I didn't know that happened. And I'm gonna write that down and see if we can get it fixed. I'll let you know if I get that adjusted or can fix that. Thank you for telling me. Doesn't mean they're gonna go away. It just means now you have a real relationship, a real one. Kevin says, ask your customer what keeps them up at night and then decide how you can be of service. Oh, that's a good one. Thanks, Kevin. That's a good one. Ask your customer what keeps them up at night and then see how you can be of service. I can think, especially for those of you that are in the executive coaching world, I bet that's a question you guys would like to ask. And then when you're selling commercial real estate, anything else, they know what you're into, and they'll probably tell you what worries them about their own commercial real estate, or in my case, where I manufacture, specialized plastic pallets and material handling platforms and things. They'll know that that's kind of what we're talking about a little bit. And they'll say, "Well, I'm afraid that my pallet will go up in the automatic storage and retrieval system one day and get stuck, and we're going to have to fish it out." That would keep you up at night. But if you have uniform, beautiful, perfect pallets like I would make for them to go in their system and replace what might not be so good, then I could help get rid of that worry, because that's a terrible thing to happen if it happens. There you go. There's an example. And then the next thing is, do you blame your customers when they complain? Are they just a jerk? That stupid guy, he doesn't know, he doesn't like us, whatever. Or do you pay attention and take it and own it? I suggest that you should own it. This will build more loyal customers. So, are you interested in growing your business, making more money, and having more loyal customers and employees? What's stopping you? Or if it's going great and you are, how are you doing it? And, it's like, that's a good question. I'm going to just check here, see if anybody's texted me to say I'd like to be on your show today and talk, because I got a couple minutes. Here we go. There's someone making a comment. Let's see what they said. Aha. Ron says, thank them for complaints and mean it. And I do. And you should. And if you're a business owner and you've got sensitivities in that area, it's really not bad. It builds trust. And when you have trust with your customers, they're going to love you. Good morning, Lana. Thanks for coming. Good to see you. Excellent. So, what is the bottom line here? When we're looking at this, we want to stop this, right? That revolving door. And we want to build more loyal customers, don't we? And if you can use more customers, we're going to talk about that at another time, but there's so many things you can do in 2021 to build your business that you don't even know about. And if you looked at last Friday's, I think the topic was, you don't have a revenue problem, you have a, quote, don't know how to sell problem. Well, I'm going to develop that more. And something that I said last week, I kind of want to maybe close on here, and I'm going to put right here, post it as a comment. There we go. Boom. And we'll put it right up here. Relegating your sales strategy and tactics to decades old principles and processes is like drinking spoiled milk and insisting it's okay since it was great 2 weeks ago. Last week, we were talking about not having any training, nobody spending any time to understand what's going on. Even start talking about some things like modern techniques to getting share of mind in your marketplace. And as you go, sometimes, it's like we're talking decades old things and people are still out there sending mass faxes. Well, maybe not, maybe not mass faxes, but it's like, I think you understand what I'm talking about. Let's see here. I've got, here's a new comment. Good morning, Renee Gordon. Hi, good morning, Jay. I hire for attitude rather than aptitude. We teach our employees that the customer's the most important person, building loyalty and trust with our clients. Amen and amen. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. That is exactly the truth. So everyone out there, you've gotten some good ideas and some good thoughts here. And I try to keep this 30 minutes up and down. And so I'm just about there to the end of that. And want to see here is anybody has an additional comment. I've got a minute here before we sign off. If you want to mention how you're doing it, you have some additional wisdom for me. Everybody would like to see it. As you know, this goes all over the world through a couple channels of Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and the Buyers and Sellers Show with me, Jay Skinner. You find me at thejskinner.com. I see here's a couple more comments to see what people are saying. There we go. Got to get down to the right one. Good morning. Good morning, Lana and Eric. Okay, people, everybody knows each other. This is great. Cynthia says hi. Renee, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So, everyone, I want to thank you for coming. This is the Buyers and Sellers Show. I'm Jay Skinner. If you want to find me, just go to thejskinner.com, and that's probably one of the best places to find me. There you can find my telephone number and information. And I'll be interested to hear. You can send me an email or text even after this. If you think, did I miss you on this? Did you try to text me, didn't get through or something? But the idea of having you as an impromptu live guest, we can do that. And it could be some fun. And in the meantime, please take care of your customers. And I think I'm going to go out the same way I came in with some Billy Preston. Will it go round in circles? Here we go. I've got a song, I ain't got no melody. Ow! I'm gonna sing it to my friends. Yeah. I've Got a song, ain't got no melody. I'm gonna sing it to my friends. Will it go round in circles? Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Will it go round in circles? Oh, yeah. Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Thanks for coming. See you next Friday, 10:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Jay Skinner, and you just watched the Buyers and Sellers Show.